Hi trader, this is a video from EliteCurrenSea. My name is Chris, and I'm going to take a look today at the US dollar weakness that I expect in the upcoming trading week. Alright, euro dollar, first of all, hourly chart, you can see strong uptrend. Look at these SWAT candles indicating blue and the strong uptrend above the moving averages, and everything in the MTF multiple time frame indicator is also green. So the SWAT system, the SWAT analysis is saying I should be looking for upside continuation, and you can see that price should not retrace deeper than 116.70 or the uptrend will be reset and a new kind of structure will have to build. So there will probably be a bigger correction. If price manages to break above 117.50, above these MAs, let's zoom in a bit more. You can see, by the way, before I zoom in, that this is level 1, 2, 3, 4. The best zones are between 3 and 4 and 4 and 5. So price is definitely in the sweet zone as long as it doesn't get back to 116.70. So if it manages to turn like this, break above the band, the 21 EMA band here, and the short-term moving average plus this fractal, I think there's a good chance of a breakout. And the target, well, that's the fifth level at 118.50. So that's an interesting trade, I think, on the euro dollar that I would expect this week. Will it turn? I don't know. It might just keep dropping, and the trade is not taken, and I would basically be invalidated. But if it does, I think that is a decent probability. In fact, I have been researching some statistics on the euro dollar, specifically when it breaks above the third and fourth level. And those stats show that there's an 80% chance of price basically winning. In this case, you want to trail stop, the fractal, the support fractal. So if there's any fractal here along the way, you want to put that stop loss 10 pips below it to reduce risk and lock in some profit. So I think that's an interesting trade if it does happen on the euro dollar. And I think that could be a good one to keep an eye on as the price turns and then hopefully builds that next push up to 118.50. I think that from this regard, the dollar itself is not in a bad position, but the euro dollar seems to be in the best spot. I think the pound dollar has not broken above the third level, but if it does break above 131.50, there is a good zone up to the fourth level at 132.30. So that is a zone I might be interested in. I would need to see price basically break, make a bull flag, and then continue higher like that. That's what I would be waiting for in the pound dollar. But once again, the pound dollar, the cable is not as far as the euro dollar. The euro dollar basically is a setup that could occur soon. Pound dollar needs to have a break, pullback, continue. So that will take some time. The dollar yen might be interesting too. It is making a bit bigger correction here. So I would need to see it break, pull back, and continue. The same like the pound. I would need a bear flag, of course, instead of a bull flag. And the Aussie might be interesting, but it would need to break above 80 at least. So from the dollar pairs, the euro dollar looks the best. The New Zealand dollar, by the way, so far showing some good potential, as you can see, making a very good upside. We talked about this last week, in fact, and you can see that price eventually made a correction and made it upside. Talked about the potential for that to occur, and it did, and it moved up about 130 pips. So some of you may have caught that trade. That's great. Now there is a new chance. If price breaks above this resistance like this, I think there's a good chance of another breakout to the upside on this Kiwi, and the target in that case would be 76.40. All right, so it's a big trade. I would trail stop each fractal support because that's a big zone and price might not get there immediately. Last week we talked about the pound odd 2 and that there's a chance for it to go to the 7th level. So far it's just making a bear flag and going sideways. So it's not ready yet, but it could be this week. If price manages to break below that bear flag, then this setup could still be valid, the one we discussed last week. And there could be a chance for price to get down from 163.60 all the way down to 160, which is the next target here too. Trail stop each fractal resistance because of the fact that the target is so far away. So although this didn't happen last week, it might this or next week. This is a big bear flag on the 4-hour chart. All right, make sure to sign up with EliteCurrenSea. Just go to EliteCurrenSea.com and check us out there and sign up for all of these analysis. And of course, take a look at our Twitter as well. Thanks, and wish you all great trading. Cheers.